G'day guys, welcome back to Leagues Club. We're here for another week, round 6 in the bag, and we're going to move on to round 7. But before we get on to this week's bets, we'll have a quick recap. Smifey, how did the ladder go this week, mate? Are we up? We're up a rung.
We're up a rung. We climbed another rung higher on the ladder. So another rung higher to the moon. 1.1 million. So
0.1 million.
We had the win. Hey.
1.1 million to the moon.
Yeah. That's it. That's how much it costs to get to the moon, apparently. We had the win with the Raiders. Absolutely giving it to Eels on last Saturday. It wasn't very close. It was 50-12. So an absolute smashing, which was good to see. But how'd your bet go?
Yeah, good, mate. It was pretty close for the Tigers in the first half, but they just locked Newcastle down. They couldn't get anything over until the end of the game. So 20-4, easy, nice little bit of plus money on the money line there. So I was happy with that. But yeah, mate, it was a good weekend of footy. There were a few, not as many sin bins this week.
That was good.
Maybe that was better to not have as many sin bins. There weren't the spectacular tries that we had to end at nearly every game, it feels like, last round, but there was still some bangers in there. We did ride T-Rel a little bit on the weekend, but he'll get back over for us eventually. But yeah, let's jump into the ladder, mate. So Smifeys Ladder, let's go. What have we got this week?
Look, we're going to keep the momentum going this week and get a crack on the Dolphins versus Storm in Brisbane. It's going to be nice weather up there. Lots of tries being scored, I think. Dolphins had their second win of the season on the weekend, but I think Storm will be putting plenty of points on them, especially in the first half. Did you notice that? The first half against Warriors, they absolutely trounced them and then backed off in the second half. So the value here is Melbourne Storm over 12.5 points in their first half, which we got at $1.49 on the alternate lines. So we'll be putting that 235 that we won last week onto that for a $350 win. So not too many more than we're at 1.1 mil. So just hang in there.
The mini mark is there. 1K is going to come up pretty quick, and then next week we'll just be straight to $1 million. So that's going to move real quick. Yeah.
Not entirely sure about the math, but we'll get there. We might get banned off Sportsbet first. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, well, they want to take our money. They'll keep letting us bet. So that's the ladder bet. We'll move on to my game. I've decided to go back to the well. I tend to do this. I used Canberra a couple of weeks in a row. We went back to the well with Canberra. So Smifey had Canberra last week. I was thinking, do I go Canberra this week? They were $1.75. I was really looking into it. They're playing the Gold Coast up at Titans. But Titans have a lot of their players back. Canberra haven't been that great on the road this year, so I'm going to stay off the Raiders this week. And I'm on the Tigers again. But I'm on the Tigers in a different way. They are playing Parramatta again. They played Parramatta in round 2. They beat Parramatta in round 2. 32 points was scored to 6. So they had it there. Parramatta were only missing Mitchell Moses, one of their key players. They do not have Zach Lomax for this game, but they get Mitch Moses back. West Tigers, no Lockie Galvin, no Skelton. They're the two big outs for them. Everyone else is still in for the Tigers. I don't think that Mitch Moses coming in and Lockie Galvin and those guys being out for the Tigers is going to make much of a difference. They don't have Lomax. They got some young blokes playing at fullback. I don't even know who these people are. So I'm more worried about that team playing well together. I didn't want to pick a side in this game, but I do think that the West Tigers, their points total right now is at 24.5, and that's at $1.94. I feel like because of all this news media attention that Lockie Galvin's getting, like the line moved today. As soon as all the news came out of him wanting to sign somewhere else. He's not in the team this week. So the line moved instantly as soon as he went out. I don't think that stops them from scoring 24 points. They just need to get 24 and a half points. So they need 5 tries. They need 4 converted tries and a try, or 5 tries and, they can miss one conversion. But we need 5 tries in this game. I think the Tigers can do it, especially with Api Coruscant and Luau linking back up. So that's my official for this week is West Tigers, team total, over 24.5 at $1.94. So we've been putting late mails out. They're going to keep coming out. We have try scorers in there. Obviously, bet what you want to on the try scorer. That's recommended as a half-unit play whenever we put a try scorer out. The main plays that we put out in the late mail, the first play that comes up, that's our main play. So whatever we're playing, that's the main play. I don't put the unit stuff in there. I'll let people decide how much they want to bet. At the end of the day, you guys put the money on. But Smifey, long weekend coming up. Anything on for you, mate? Anything extra that you like for this weekend?
We'll be definitely looking at the Bunnies game, being that it's the Easter long weekend. So Canterbury versus South Sydney Rabbitohs. There'll be some plays on there. I'll probably put a sprinkle on Latrell Mitchell to get a try again. Just keep doing it until he gets over the line. But yeah, we're going well with the late mail. All our main plays, we seem to be getting those and not the try scorers. But that's the given.
It's the game.
But yeah,
it's the game.
That's the game. So late mails all weekend. Just subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you get those as they come in, because they'll be coming thick and fast. Jump on the ladder. Jump on Smifeys Ladder. And we'll see you next week.
Jump on the ladder. We'll catch you next week.
Cheers, guys.